Hello everyone. Hi Scorpio. This is your reading. Hi Mo. Um so hey, it's your sign, Alan. So we're going to do Scorpio. We're going to look into your energy, other energy, which is whatever energy is impacting your life the most right now. And we're going to look at the upcoming energies. Hi everyone. And if you can, come back for Pisces, because I'll be pulling a few cards. I can't do 2 hours tonight because water signs, woof. But I am going to, I will be pulling a few ones. Hi, Syra. Did you get my email, babe? I love this community. When you find it, time is fluid. And also, if you don't know me, I am a trauma-informed astrologer and metaphysical practitioner. And I believe in using astrology and all of what I have in my toolbox for your empowerment. Not prediction addiction, but we can definitely see and read into energies, and then we know how to navigate them better. Oh, look at this. The gang's all here. Hi, Diana. And welcome back, Corey and Betty and Alan and Michelle. I always say I feel like the romper room lady. Holler at your girl if you know what that means. Samantha. Hi, Reese's and my Cheerios. I like you, but I hate Reese's. I don't like peanut butter and chocolate together. Please still love me, but I just don't. I don't know why I don't. I actually, when I want to get ice cream for the house that I don't want to be tempted to eat, I will get something that has chocolate and peanut butter together. Hi again, Jacqueline. So, like I said, we're going to pull a few free cards for Pisces, and this community is so wonderful. So I'll just ask, when we get to Pisces, if you see anybody that hasn't been able to make the live card pull portion at the end of the day for the last element, the last sign, and whatever element we're doing that day, just make room for them to get. You do remember... You do remember Romper Room. And happy Memorial Day and happy new moon in Gemini. Now is a great day to manifest communication, especially if you have been out of communication with somebody. If you want to repair the communication, because we are also in Mercury retrograde in Gemini. Yeah, I am a water sign. So, doctor, heal thyself. I try to be self-aware. As they always say, I have flaws. I try not to make denial one of them. But, water signs, as they say, it's getting kind of heavy. I am so old. I remember being in obnoxious aerobic outfits with scrunchies in my hair and 2 different color socks to match the obnoxious outfit with Reeboks on. In aerobics class to that song. We have reclamation as the overall energy for Scorpio. I'm loving it. Yeah. Gemini is really good to inspire us too, because it's about your thought and it's about embracing duality and not feeling like you're wrong for being either one, for somebody who talks about loving the dark just as much as you love your light. Healing is really about, we talk about healing or processing, but really it's like learning to love the things other people, or just accept. If you can't fall in love with your pain, that's obviously understandable, but accepting in a peaceful environment that you create yourself, the things that you were told to hate about yourself. And what better time to do that than Gemini season? Embracing duality. I'm not sure if Reese's Puffs is trying to taunt me, but since I am self-deprecating, I accept that, you know, I get big reactions when I tell people that I don't like Reese's. All right, so in your energy that you're starting to come out of, Queen of Cups, that is leaning into the knowing. That's leaning into the Scorpio energy that's intuitive and deep and dark. And, you know, this Queen of Cups, this is gorgeous. I'm using the Night Goddess, Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. What's interesting is that in this Queen of Cups, we don't have two swans. We have something that's not a swan. I don't pretend to know things I don't know. And, but feel free to drop me a comment if you know what kind of fowl that is. But also, they're holding a chess piece. There's some kind of emotional acceptance of a part of you that it feels like, Scorpio, you almost had a fight to earn that piece. It almost feels like you went through a battle, either with other people or with yourself. Or with your mindsets. But that's not just an intuitive, like starting to open yourself back up to love kind of Queen of Cups. That is like, I survived and I'm claiming I'm reclaiming reclamation. Oh, wow. My emotions without punishment. And it doesn't have to look like everybody else thinks it should look, which we know because we have a mismatched pair there. The swan with whatever that is. For the other, which is the other energy that's impacting you and affecting you and in your mind and your, you know, in your energy, is the Death card, which is you. You could be dealing with somebody that has a lot of Scorpio energy. You could be dealing with somebody that's really also transforming. And they could also just be transforming their approach to things, but we'll see. That's what I'm feeling. We'll see when we clarify. The energy that those two create is the Three of Pentacles, which is an upwards movement. If we were looking at like a job reading, like if I was reading for a client and we were looking at like a job possibility and I saw this is getting the job, this is promotion, this is gaining stability with support from a small group or just, you know, one person. But there is help and there is support, and it brings the level up. I love that for you, Scorpio. I'll be so happy if the rest of the reading goes like this. Now, in the current energy, we have the moon in reverse. We often see the moon is also, and we're in a new Gemini moon. So if anybody here is a Gemini moon, or a Scorpio, if you're watching, you're a Gemini moon, this is your most excellent time to manifest. And this day in particular is extra good for you to like take chances or start something. It's your dynamite day. The moon is in reverse. So we have this gorgeous moon card. And there you are. Which is funny. Boop, boop. And then we have a wolf and what I think is a dog. And there is a light. The moon is a it's a lunation. It's one of the luminaries in our chart. It lights the way because it shows us truth. It being in reverse, it feels like, this Queen of Cups that you have worked to be. There may just be something still that you are not comfortable. I mean, Scorpio goes like, I always call Scorpio the deep well. Stiller than a well at noon. It's a fixed sign. You have to dive deep to get to know a Scorpio. And it's usually worth the dive, and they're going to dive deep. But when we dive deep, it can also bring us truth we didn't expect to see. There's some kind of truth here that is a little harder to get comfy with or want to expose everyone to just yet. You may not feel fully comfortable sharing the full truth until the eclipse season in your season and Scorpio season. That's just the truth of it. You may not get into the place, and I want to call it safety, but really it's a matter of assuring yourself of everyone's loyalties. There's a situation in play, and I just keep hearing the same thing in my head, where like, it's not about you being not truthful. It's not about you being misleading, shady, any of that. It's about like, I'm not sharing the deepest part of me with people that I'm not sure are loyal. Period. The end. That's how I will clarify. We have the Page of Wands. Oh no, it's the Knight of Wands. Oh yeah. So we have the Knight of Wands for them. They would love to rush in and be passionate. They might even have some brown chicken, brown cow thoughts about you. And that's brown chicken, brown cow. It's sexy thoughts, just so we're clear. In the middle, the energy that those are creating is this Five of Wands in reverse. Scorpio, this whole row, this now energy is screaming. If I could sum it up in one sentence, and I know sometimes summing it up would be good because I know I go slow because that's how things come in to me. They come in details, but they don't come in lightning fast. So feel free to speed me up on the replay. I speed myself up on the replay. The Five of Wands in reverse with the Spirit. This is a whole, those that matter don't mind, and those that mind don't matter. And I think that you're in a place where you're going to allow yourself the time and space to figure out who those people are. The ones that matter and the ones that mind. The ones that matter and the ones that don't. In your upcoming energy, Scorpio, I have the Knight of Cups, but in reverse. Now, the Knight of Cups, I feel like, is a love bomber. rushing in just to say the words, not because the moment feels good. Sometimes a love bomber is a love bomber because they have their own issues. Sometimes a love bomber is also looking to be the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands and just see how fast they can get the panties to drop. But sometimes the Knight of Cups is someone who gleans a moment of happy. It's like a little endorphin rush. It's a little band-aid. It's a little self-comfort to have the exchange with somebody where they make somebody else light up. For that moment, they feel worthy. For that moment, they feel like their worth is being validated by somebody who just swoons over what they have to say and what they have to offer. And they may not be a terrible, terrible person. If you've been in my rooms for a while, you know how I feel. Do some people screw up? Are some people shady? Are some people like, wow, what an a-hole? Sure. But when you focus on the bad guy, you make yourself a victim, and it's hard to empower, it's hard to process, it's hard to move on when you're in victim mode. So the focus on the bad guy, the other side of that seesaw, is the focus of you in victim mode. So sometimes they're not completely, their behavior is terrible, but the person is perpetrating their own ways of unhealthy healing, if you will. Now, I get the Knight of Cups in reverse for you. It feels like that may be something, Scorpio, that you've done because you're probably really good at it, because you are the deep well. You can see into people. You're a human lie detector. It would be very easy to say really words that just make somebody feel like you've reached in and put butterflies in their stomach and just gobsmack them. I don't think you want to be that person. I think that whatever you went through to obtain that chess piece that the Queen of Cups is holding in the beginning here makes you not want to jeopardize it by being the Knight of Cups and saying the right things again. Because when the fight or flight kicks in and you can't be the person that follows through on those lovely things, then it crashes you back into guilt. It crashes you back into a place where you don't feel like you can own your emotional intelligence. And you are emotionally intelligent. On their side, we have the Potential card in reverse. It's the Fool. When I have the Fool in reverse, it's, when I have any card on the board, it's in play, whether it's in reverse or whether it's in the upright. Free will, energies that shift. This is what's available in the upcoming energy. So when I have something like that in reverse, with transformation, the Knight of Wands, they also want to come in with passion. It's almost, Scorpio, like, I don't know if this is an old situation or a new situation, but it's almost like both of you want to rush in and neither of you... Listen, Scorpio's sexy and magnetic and cool, right? It's almost like they want to come in as the Knight of Wands so that it doesn't look like they're asking too much of you. They're trying to appeal to that sexy magnetism that Scorpio has, and they don't want to... It feels like with the Fool in reverse, they might come in like all they want is to, light matches and let them burn with you. And you know what that means if you're a Scorpio. But whether they mean to or not, they fall. There is love feelings here, and I think that you care. I can't tell whether this is a full on, like both of you have feelings in the equal amount. It seems like something's a little off balance. But what's incredible is, well, they're holding back love and you're holding back being a love bomber because you don't want to be that person, and it's never meant as a disingenuous moment, ever. You're both being so careful, and in the middle, it's building strength. I have the strength card. That's very interesting. All right, let's clarify, shall we? What shall we clarify with? How about these? And tomorrow I won't be doing live readings, but I will have a pick a card up on the channel. And leave me a comment in the replay what kind of pick a card subjects you want. I love when you guys comment and give me ideas of what you would like to see for the channel, because without without you guys there is no me. So I am here to like give this community what it needs, what it wants. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles clarifying that energy that you're coming out of with the Queen of Cups and the transformation. Everyone's been working on themselves, which we like. For your moon energy, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. There may have been a time, Scorpio, where you were making assumptions or taking communication from people who weren't being clear or who weren't being truthful. If you're holding back your own full truth now until you find out somebody, because it's you experience disloyalty, I don't think you're creeping on the internet anymore. I don't think that you are trusting what something looks like or what anyone's telling you it is until you take it in with your own eyes and your own brain and run it through your own emotional intelligence filter. I think you may have, in a moment of already feeling like somebody wasn't being loyal to you, it was easy to lean into the idea that these other things being said about this person or how they were acting towards you, you might have taken them as truth. I don't think you're doing that anymore. This Five of Wands in reverse, wanting to no longer have conflict in between, the energy in between you, has the Six of Swords. Both people are moving. I think you are both, I think Scorpio, you're moving in silence, which is so Scorpio. They are not. They are at least, now I have the Ace of Wands clarifying this Knight of Wands. There's, and it's funny because the Ace of Wands came up in the middle. A lot of these cards, you may want to watch Cancer, because even if your person isn't a Cancer Scorpio, they may have Cancer placements. There's a lot of the same. It almost feels like I'm continuing the same reading in some small ways, but switched. This Ace of, they feel so passionate about you. Not just in a physical way, but you light them up in a way that no one else is really doing, if I'm being honest. Okay. And again, I think that that is genuine. They're not just coming to you with passion so that they don't look like they're asking too much of you. They really do. You crawl inside their mind. I just saw an old meme about like the most, it didn't say impactful way, but the gist was the best way to turn on another person is to crawl inside their mind and release their imagination. I don't think you would even have to touch this person. It's like that. It's like that. In this upcoming energy, we have the Five of Wands again showing up with the Knight of Cups in reverse. So that really does clarify the idea of there's inner conflict. I don't think that you don't have loving feelings. I don't think that you don't have words that you know feel genuine to you because you like feeling them and you like feeling them for this person. I just don't think you want to overpromise and underdeliver. And so you might be silent rather than create more conflict, because it's almost like you would rather keep the inner conflict because you're so kind of used to that and you feel like you can take your own lumps rather than cause it for somebody else. Please take this away the right way. Not just because you don't want to do that to somebody else, but the headache that ensues afterwards, not worth it. That protective, I am not letting go of this piece that I worked so hard for in that Queen of Cups. This is my balance, the way it looks for me. I don't think you're willing to risk that, even if you are feeling something for somebody else. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm picking up, and that's what the cards are kind of confirming. On their end, that afraid to fully fall for you is out of fear of, one, some emotional pain, and two, that they won't be the only ones. That doesn't mean that's what the case is. That doesn't mean that's would be your intention or that's what you would be doing. But that is the thing that plagues them. That could be because of a different experience. If this is a newer energy for you, it doesn't mean that has to be about you or anything you went through with this person. If there was a third person, or if there is a third person now that either of you are dealing with, it's just one of their fears. It's one of their fears. It's one of their old experiences that, like, in the center of this relation, the connection keeps building strength. This feels like such a good story that I don't want to put down, but the reading is almost over other than the message from your person and the oracle card. But the Two of Wands would indicate that, like, it really feels like for this to move forward, somebody's got to make a choice. But I don't think that choice, I don't personally think that choice is going to be made extremely soon, but there is a choice that is going to be made at some point in the future. I don't see it as tomorrow or next week. I'm just being honest. But y'all going to have to communicate so you can make a decision together instead of either person making a decision based on what they think the other one wants or what they don't want, or let's maybe after Mercury retrograde. Okay. Let's take a message from your person, and then we're going to take a quick break. I'm finishing way earlier. We're going to take a quick break and do Pisces, and then I'm hopefully going to take some questions. And don't forget to come by 7 p.m. on Soul Navigation tomorrow, because Connie Jo and I will be live. And since I won't be live here, I'm going to leave you guys a pick a card reading. This reading was intense. I am feeling it. So like, that's why I said I might do like a half an hour of free card pulls on Pisces. I don't think that I'm up to 2 hours. The message from your person, let's take it slowly, please. That makes perfect sense for this. They just don't want a broken heart. They want you, Scorpio. Your person wants you. They just don't want a broken heart. But I don't think they want anyone else either. Okay. Your oracle card, Deep Knowing. Not this oracle card coming out after I've called Scorpio the deep well and said the word deep 100 times, and I see the word, intense in the comments. We have an owl, right? And we have Pluto and the moon. There's a lot of fear. Let's just say what this is. It's funny because Scorpio is the phoenix. Scorpio transforms. Scorpio is here to climb obstacle courses, right? To do, love, understand, think, evolve deeper than a lot of other people could be. Scorpio placements, Scorpio energy, and if you have a lot of houses or an 8th house sun, a lot of placements in the 8th house or an 8th house sun, this is also for you. Pluto on the ascendant, this is also for you. That deep knowing, you can't unknow things that you know. And because Scorpio is the phoenix, it means things have burnt down for them to have to start over more than once. And so it's the dichotomy of unbelievable bravery, unbelievable resilience, unbelievable depth, and then fear, because who the hell wants to run into that full speed ahead with scissors in their hands again? And so for this to, you know that there's something good in this for you. They know they want you, but both have to bridge the fear. I mean, the pain, the 3 of Swords is so very clearly a card of fear. So do you want to embrace that Scorpio energy and know that like whatever happens will transform you, which is your journey anyway, and move forward and understand that whatever that person chooses to do, that is their own free will. You cannot take on the responsibility of the bad guy, right? Scorpio often wears the black hat and gets called the bad guy. But this is a grown person. You have to be over 18 to be on the channel, so you're grown. This is a grown person that's making their own decisions, and you can't decide for them that you're a bad decision. So like if they put attachment to the words that come when you are being the Knight of Cups, which is one of your strengths, if they put attachment to those words, that is their grown person decision to put attachment on it. I said what I said. Scorpio, I love you. Now you love you. We're going to go do Pisces in a few minutes. Replayer viewers, thank you so much for dropping by. And I hope I get to see you in a live, and I hope I get to answer a question for you. And And also, I don't know if everybody knows, I have a link tree. And so on the link tree, you'll see like upcoming specials, like the one I'm doing with Connie Joe tomorrow. Like you can go look at reviews if you want to. I'm really not over solicitous because I'm, you know, these are readings to empower the community. If you feel so called, then you can go look at reviews and all that stuff. But it's all there, where you can find me on Friday nights, on Soul Navigation, my TikTok, my Instagram. But there's a link tree. I think it's in the description. If it's not, I'll start putting them in the description. And I will see you soon. And hopefully I'll see you over at Pisces while I answer a few questions. Bye.